Hey guys, welcome back to Firewood Hill. My name is Matt. Today we have something a lot of you have been waiting on. We are going to split a 30+ inch round on the vertical splitter and on the horizontal splitter. I'm gonna show you guys what we got going on and then we're gonna get to it. All right guys, so we're over here at the vertical splitter first. I'm gonna measure this log for you guys. You're looking at about 33.5 inches. That's how big this is. This is a really green piece of red oak. It's heavy. So this will be a good test for the log lift, for slidability, and of course how fast we break the log down. Right. We're over here at the horizontal splitter. This round right here is 32.5, and it really just depends on where you're measuring at. This actually came from the same log, so it probably is right around the same. Oh yeah, there you go. 33.5. So two 33.5 inch rounds, some green red oak. We're going to be starting right here on the Wolfe Ridge 28C. This has the Magnum package, and we're going to get to it. So a few things I want to point out before we get started, guys. I think the fastest way to process a big log is to split it in 4 equal parts. The reason being is one piece isn't heavier than the other. They're all equally the same, so I feel like that lessens the weight. And secondly, I feel like if all pieces are equal, it's easier to split each piece without moving the wedge too many times. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Also, another thing I want to point out, guys, is the log lift. On the last video, someone had mentioned that you should split from the log lift side. And you can split from the log lift side. That's not saying you can't. I think it's easier to split from the other side. And with big rounds like this, I don't think there's a way to split log lift side, because this thing's going to come up and you can't reach over it. It's way too big. So you're going to have to constantly keep going around. Now with smaller logs, yes, you could do this, but I think a fair comparison is walking to the other side and splitting like normal. All right guys, just like the last video, when I hit the lever is when the time is going to start. There we are, guys. That round is done. Tell you what, guys, I don't mess with rounds that big. I usually quarter them up for the reason that just happened. The log fell over, luckily hit the tire and barely nicked the air box, but didn't do any damage, so that was good there. But I mean, those logs are just, when they break in fours, man, they fall everywhere, and it's a lot to keep up with. But we got that done. So that round falling off did add a couple seconds here or there, so just think about that. This is not an all perfect run. This is something that could happen to anyone who's splitting around 32, 33 inches, right? So now it's time to go do the same exact thing on the vertical splitter. All right, guys, now it's time to split a 30+ inch round on the vertical splitter. Some things that people have asked about was the log lift. Is it going to be strong enough? With a big round, will it have enough holding pressure since it's smaller? Well, we're about to find out. I think it'll do just fine. All right, guys, I am wore out after that, but we got that round done. My biggest struggle, guys, was, and this is obvious, the round was too big for the wedge to go all the way across. Now, if I had a super dry maple or ash or something like that, it would have popped and went through, but this is green oak. This was cut down last week. So that is the reason for it being stringy and not wanting to separate. I thought my biggest problem was going to be getting the log scooted over here, but with the log lift being able to go all the way up, it allowed me to drop it, or slide it I should say, closer to the splitter, because that was a heavy round. The log lifted great, had no problems with that. It lifted it straight up, and the base of it was big enough to hold that round. As you know, guys, we do split 16-inch pieces, so it should always be around 16 inches, and that's always going to work. All right, guys, so y'all saw I struggled with that round. I was hoping that the vertical was going to split it all the way through, and then I could section it in 4 sections like I did the horizontal, but it wasn't the case. The round was just too big and too green. I'm sure if I had a dry round or something like that, it would have popped and separated, but for this round it did not. Y'all be surprised, because I can't remember what the actual percentage was at the end of the day, but I'm pretty sure it was like 80% of people said the vertical splitter was going to be faster than the horizontal splitter on a 30+ inch round. That is not the case, guys. The horizontal splitter took 7 minutes and 27 seconds to split that 32-33 inch round. The vertical took 8 minutes and 54 seconds to split a 32-33 inch round. Now, I could have done a few things different. I'm not a professional at splitting 30+ inch rounds because I noodled them up. Y'all saw how much I struggled on both machines. I think the ticket for the big rounds was that the horizontal splitter was able to split them in 4 sections and split it all the way through, whereas the vertical was not. I could have done it differently on the vertical, and I could have split like the edges and kind of peeled it away, but I feel like that was just more cuts, but it could have been faster because, like I said, I struggled with that round. So that is the scenario there, guys. Like I said, some things could have been different. Maybe I'll do another one of these videos. I hope y'all like this video. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.